This is a video tutorial for the Week 2 Assignment 3, Creating Relationships Between Tables. In this assignment, you will be creating relationships between tables and checking referential integrity. Step 1 asks you to download and open the My Tables Assign 3 database file. This file is distinctly different from what you used in Assignment 2. Be sure to use this file, not a file used earlier when you're completing this assignment. And you'll see I have the file open. Step 2 asks you to click Enable Content from the security warning bar if it appears. So you'll just click once. Step 3 asks you to save the database with your name at the end of the title using the format first name, last name. So you'll click File, Save Database As, and I'm going to save it as Assignment 3 and with a first name and a last name, and click Save. I got the Enable Content warning. You just click that again anytime you see it in any of the assignments. Step 4 asks you to complete steps 1 through 15 in the textbook on page 71 to 74. So on page 71, step 1 asks you on the Create tab in the Tables group to click the Table button to create a new table. Step 2 asks you to save the table with the name Orders. So you're going to click Save on the quick access bar, and this is going to be called Orders, and you're going to click OK. To the right of the Click to Add, you're going to click on the arrow, and from the Data Type list, you're going to click Number. And you're going to repeat this step to create a second field with number data type. So you'll click over here on Click to Add, and from the drop-down box, select Number. So you now see we have two fields. Double-click on Field 1 and type in Customer ID. This is in Step 4. And double-click on Field 2 and type in Employee ID. It's all from Step 4. In Step 5, it asks you to close the Orders table. Step 6 asks you to click on the Database Tools tab, and in the Relations group, click the Relationships button. So on the Database Tool tab, you'll click Relationships. The Show Table dialog box should open. Don't be surprised if it doesn't open. You'll just click Show Table. Step 7 asks you, with customers selected, to click Add. And then to double-click on Orders and click Close. So now you'll see we have the two tables listed. Step 8 asks you to, in the Customers field list, to click on the Customer ID and click and hold with your mouse and drag it over to the Customer ID in the Orders table. This brings up the dialog box for the relationship. So you can see the Customer ID and Customers table has to equal the Customer ID in the Orders table. Step 9 asks you to click the box to enforce referential integrity and then to click Create. Your relationships should look like this. Step 10 asks you on the Design Contextual tab in the Relationships group to click Show Tables and to double-click the Employees table and click Close. Step 11 asks you to drag the title bars of the three fields list to arrange them so that they are side by side and equidistant, or the same distance between each other. Looks like they're pretty good right here, side by side. Step 12 asks you to click the employee ID in the employees table and drag it down and over to the employee ID in the orders table. You'll release your mouse when you do that. And then in the Edit Relationships dialog box, again, you'll see the employee ID in the employees table has to match the employee's ID in the orders table, and click Enforce Referential Integrity and click Create. So now you see we have a relationship between the primary key, which is the customer ID to the orders table, and the employee ID to the employee ID in the employees table. Now you can close the relationship page on step 13 and answer yes that you want to save it. Open the orders table by double-clicking. This is step 14. Then in the customer ID of the first record, type 11 and click below the record to complete it. You'll notice that you get an error message, and that is because we don't have a customer ID 11 in our table. So you can click OK, and step 15 asks you to change the customer ID to 1. And now click below, and you can see that it will accept that, because that is the customer ID in the customers table, the number 1. We're going to switch back to the classroom, and you're going to, in step 5, close and save the orders table. And you're going to close the database file, and if it asks you if you want to save, you'll say yes. You're going to submit a copy of your database file to the Week 2 Assignment 3 Dropbox.